you know.
Well, in this documentary, there's a part you'll recall, and your viewers and your listeners need to know this, that there was a patient that had a cancer diagnosis, and the doctor prescribed a new drug called Keytruda. Now, the doctor's office can order Keytruda from the manufacturer
Yes.
for a little over $7,000.
Which is a hell of a bunch of money, but in this
Research,
circumstance, that's just what it costs,
yeah.
you know. That's just what it costs.
But nobody knows that that's what the cost is. The doctor's not going to tell you, oh, yeah, I can get that drug for $7,000. You don't know that as a patient, but that's what the doctor's prescribing. So the doctor orders the Keytruda. Then they call the insurance company up and say, hey, we've got this patient. We need to pre-authorize and get this Keytruda approved.
Right.
So the insurance company is looking at what the doctor's going to charge the health insurance plan for the Keytruda. And this particular doctor was getting ready to charge $75,000, 10 times more than what the doctor paid for it.
For his office paid $7,000, and the patient was expected to pay $75,000.
Or the patient's health plan.
The patient's proxy,
yeah, the third
whatever.
party
If
payer.
whether the patient has insurance, whether it's Medicare, somebody's going to have to pay because they decide, because the pharmacy benefits manager decided that they could mark that up 10 times.
No, this is the doctor. The doctor ordered it from the pharmacy manufacturer. The doctor,
Well, so where does
and this,
the PBM fit into that?
So the PBM only exists at the retail pharmacy space.
Oh, okay.
So this is
All
in
right.
the system where the doctor's ordering the medication. The doctor didn't use any sort of gold-plated needle, didn't set you down in a massage chair to administer this. It was simply a markup that took place, that they had nothing to do with manufacturing that drug.
Right.
All they did was administer that drug.
Right.
And so the doctor's like, well, first of all, the health plan's like, are you kidding me? $75,000? Well, we'll approve it this time, but we're only going to approve this one dose. We're going to see if we can figure out how to get this cheaper for the patient. And the doctor comes back and says, really? Is that all you're going to approve is one dose? Yeah, that's all we're going to approve is one dose, because the patient would eventually become responsible for that bill.
Right.
Because the health plan's going to deny a $75,000 charge.
Sure.
And so the doctor's like, well, if he doesn't get the drug, he'll be dead.
And he laughs.
And they laughed. Kind of laughed it off. And when you think about it, that's where we are, that people don't know. They've got to start asking deeper questions. How do we escape this entire hostage situation that we find ourselves in when we have cancer? Obviously, there's some things that we can do to prevent certain diseases, but some diseases, that type 1 diabetes, is really hard to prevent from happening.
Right.
That cancer sometimes is hard to prevent from happening, but that's where a lot of these costs go, and that's where the profiteering takes place. Now then, let's talk about the health plan. When that happens to the health plan over and over and over again, it comes back to the employer next year. When the plan renews, it has a 15 or 20% rate increase. And that 15 or 20% rate increase, what the employers are doing anymore, they're not saying, well, we're going to afford that entire rate increase. They're not saying that.
No.
They're saying
Well,
we're
they
going to
can't.
pass that along to the employees. Mr. and Mrs. Employee, if you want this health plan, you have to have some cost involved now.
Yes.
And by the way, we're increasing your cost that you pay out of your paycheck, and we're also increasing the risk that you're exposing yourself to. We're going to have to change our plan from a $1,000 deductible to a $4,000 deductible,
Right.
which means they're taking on
Right.
risk with a crappier plan.
Yes.
So the employees are getting a pay raise, but it's not showing up in their paycheck. It's showing up at the insurance company's bank account.
Right.
Is what's happening.
Fascinating. And, join us this week on Starting Strength Radio. We're here with our friend Kelly Fristow. And Kelly is going to tell us all about the health insurance industry, the medical services industry, and how all of that stuff relates to you. It's a fascinating look into a horror movie of a topic. Be here Friday. We'll see you on Starting Strength Radio.